Hello everyone, welcome to Bridgenile Capitals. So today, in today's podcast, we will be basically observing how does a value investor approaches. What is the approach of a value investor? मतलब आज हम लोग देखेंगे कि कैसे एक value investor approach करते हैं, ठीक है, अपने markets को. So you as a value investor, how you should start observing your industry or whatever it is. First, what you do, how to start investing, how to start observing. This is how you start. Okay. So go on to any of your web browsers. Mine is Chrome out here, right? Move on to Chrome and you think आपको ये सोचना है कि exactly कौन सा जगह पर मतलब upcoming Indian positions में क्या सबसे ज़्यादा बिकने वाला है. What is the thing that will get sold the most? क्या सबसे ज़्यादा बिकेगा? It can be anything, right? कुछ भी हो सकता है. कौन सा सेक्टर ज़्यादा चलेगा? You have to think about it. Which sector is gonna get boom first? मतलब कोई भी सेक्टर हो, कोई भी रिसेशन आ जाए, कोई भी क्राइसिस आ जाए, कुछ भी आ जाए, what is the thing that will not go down? एक चीज़ ऐसा बता दीजिए जो नीचे नहीं जाएगा. That will not go under recession. मतलब जिसका सेलिंग सेल आउट नहीं होगा, मतलब सेल कभी बंद नहीं हो जाएगा उसका. You have to choose that kind of industry. See, this is how I do investing. My 60%, 70% goes to that particular industry where it is almost safe. That's how you generate wealth. What I do is मुझे एक चीज़ पता है कि कल रिसेशन हो या फिर वॉर हो या फिर पैंडमिक हो, कुछ भी हो, आदमी लोग को एक चीज़ तो खाना है, वो है खाना, right? They need food to survive. So what is the food industry? Let us observe the food industry. Here we see the food industry. See, food industry. So you can research on what is food industry, how does food industry proceeds, and you can also proceed to niftyindices.com. See, the moment you move to niftyindices.com, you see out here, you can see all the indices right over here. Nifty 50, Nifty all, sectorial indices. Now, moment you move to sectorial indices, what you have is Nifty Auto. Nifty Auto means Nifty Auto Parts, right? Nifty Bank, Nifty Financial Services, Nifty FMCG. I'll move to this sector. Fast moving consumer growth sector. मतलब this is the fastest moving consumer growth sector. मतलब चाउमीन, आटा, दाल, मैगी, कुछ भी होता है, anything belongs to this particular sector. So I'll observe this particular sector what it is. तो फास्टेस्ट मूविंग कंज्यूमर सेक्टर में कौन सा कंपनी है और कौन सा कंपनी सबसे ज़्यादा कॉन्स्टिट्यूट कर रहा है इंडियन मार्केट्स को, राइट? सो फर्स्ट विल बी ऑब्जर्विंग इज ITC which holds 32.64%. Next, Hindustan Unilever 19.63%, and you can see rest. So from all these positions आपको चूज़ करना है कि कौन सा कंपनी में इन्वेस्ट किया जाए. यू कैन नॉट चूज़ कि सबसे सस्ता है वही वाला या फिर सबसे महंगा है वो वाला, ना. तो पैसा भी सबसे सस्ता ही डूबेगा इफ़ यू डोंट इन्वेस्ट बाय अंडरस्टैंडिंग. So the first thing that you have to do, suppose let me give an example. This is a tutorial video. It is not a stock recommendation. First of all, I would like to say. So if you want to choose, हम लोगों ने ITC और why did we came to food industry? Because we knew that recession आ जाए या फिर कुछ भी आ जाए, the only thing we are gonna buy is food, and we will not leave buying food no matter whatever the condition is. So the next thing what you're gonna do is you can move on to any screener you want, stock screener. You know all the stock screener. I use Phenology, ticker Phenology, right? It's easier for me. So the moment I'll just click ITC out here. Here it is. ITC, it's getting written. The market cap. This is the market cap of ITC, as you can see. This is not important as much as you see the products. इतना सारा प्रोडक्ट ITC बेच रहा है. So basically all cigarette brands, आशीर्वाद, Sunfeast, all the things. एंड यू कैन नॉट से, आप बोल नहीं सकते ये कल बिकना हमें झटक से बंद हो जाएगा, राइट? या फिर परसों बिकना. दिस आर द सेम कंपनी विच इज गेटिंग सेल्ड फ्रॉम लास्ट 5 to 10 years or 20 years, 25 years, 30, 40, 50, 60 years, and we can say it will get sold for more 30, 40 years. So next 30, 40 years के लिए we can hold this particular companies. I'm just giving an example, stock example. It's not a stock recommendation, again I'm saying. So we will be coming on to next podcasts that what are the important factor we should look up to when you look up to a stock. अभी हम लोग क्या देख रहे हैं कि exactly stock कौन सा चूज़ करना है. So we understood कल बिकने वाला है खाना, food is the only thing that is gonna get sold tomorrow as well. We went to Nifty indices out here. We understood which is the highest sector, which company holds the highest percentage in this particular food industry, that is ITC. So we are moving to ITC sector. on that sense, so that we can invest. Now if you want to buy any share, that price is something around 423 rupees. Am I clear about it? Now you see, now you go down, you see everything. You have the sales growth, profit growth, whatever. We will be discussing all those indicators later on the remaining 7 to 8 podcast series, because this podcast is almost of 16 video series. Am I clear about it? Next, now observe it this way. After observing every single thing, you have the balance sheet, quarterly earnings, and after observing, the most important thing that you need to observe is the annual reports. You can see out here the annual reports. These annual reports are very, very important. You should read at least from 2017 annual reports. The moment you click here, what you get is the annual reports. मतलब ये कंपनी ने क्या क्या किया अभी तक 2017 से, कितना था, कितना हुआ, what was the market cap, what did it went to, every single thing, right? So what are their products, every single thing. You have to read the entire investor presentation, which consists of 344 pages. As an investor, you should have one particular capacity. As I have told in previous podcast, that is, you should have a brilliant reading capacity, which will help out here. Once you read all those investor presentation, yes. Next thing what you do is, if you want to get more about that particular stock in details, next you move on to my favorite screener app, that is called the Ticker Tape. Basically, more importantly, I use this. That helps me get better of the market. Now I will just search out here ITC. See, it's out here. Now what is the only thing I'll not do? I'll not use their forecast, because this signal is completely false, because forecast should be based on individual investors. No one can say where the stock is gonna go. You as an investor have to identify whether the stock is undervalued, overvalued, right? आपको पता होना चाहिए वो स्टॉक अंडरवैल्यू है या ओवरवैल्यू है, सस्ता बिक रहा है या महंगा बिक रहा है. If you think the stock is undervalued, it's okay. If you think the stock is overvalued, it's still okay. It's your choice either way. Next, what you see is income. This is the income of the company that comes on 2016, 17, 18. So my recommendation is to observe at least 10 years income. बिना 10 year income देखे कोई भी कंपनी का you cannot proceed forward. The basic thing to look after is total revenue. Revenue मतलब कितना बेचा कंपनी ने अभी तक. So 2016 it was 40,000 crores, right? And if we move on to this particular year, and that was 2024, it's 73,000 crore. So upcoming 8 years, it has growth exponentially growth हुआ, almost 100% returns दिया है. So if a company market cap increases, sales increases by 100%, definitely its share price will also increase by 100%. So you have to understand. अब उस कंपनी ने बेच तो दिया इतना का, बेचाई भी every year बढ़ रहा है, but what you have to see is सिर्फ बेचने से बढ़ेगा. We have to observe that income भी बढ़ना है, right? The income sector also increase. So is the income sector increasing of the company? Yes. If the income sector is also increasing as compared to the revenue, that means it is a good company. Now just not only this, you have to observe the balance sheet as well. Now once you move on to the balance sheet, what you observe is current asset, non-current assets, right? Every single thing. In all these details will be there in next upcoming podcasts. So be ready with all those podcasts. Next, what you do is you should be reading how to analyze a stock. Now in order to read a stock, I have a particular thing. You can move on to this particular website. You can move on to Bridgenile.in. Here you go. Here you have it, right? You can go in the search option out here. Once you move into the search option, see, you can do whatever the blogs are there. All the blogs are there. It's almost for free, not required any penny. Here you have my blog, something called How to Calculate Intrinsic Value of a Stock, right? This is something written by myself, and आपको दिखाई दे रहा है how to calculate intrinsic value, how to identify. Now you cannot, if you say कि मेरे पास पैसा नहीं है, ये नहीं वो नहीं, मैं कहाँ से read करूँ? This is absolutely available for free. You can just go there and just read the entire article and all the articles present out there, right? And you can see all the comments represented from the foreign countries as well, how they have responded to this particular view. Even you can respond to that particular view, no issues. So after observing all the things, you can understand that this is how we should approach towards the stock. I am just giving a hint of reference. Every next video we will be uploading next video, so keep on track and let me know whether these videos are helpful or not. And if any questions you have regarding these videos, I would like to see them in comments, definitely. If there is no videos in comments, I would stop giving all the podcasts. Okay, now you can move on to another website, something called investing.com. Investing.com is a good website where you can view एवरीडे रिपोर्ट ऑफ द वर्ल्ड ग्लोबल न्यूज़ रिपोर्ट, मतलब पूरा दुनिया में क्या क्या चल रहा है उसके बारे में आपको यहाँ पर मिल जाएगा देखने को. दिस इज़ व्हाट इज़ द मीनिंग ऑफ एग्जैक्टली investing.com. It gives the exact precise numbers of all the indices present in the world. So these are few websites which are very much critical and important. This is for today. We will be studying, and here is the blogs presented by investing.com. Blogs in the sense articles, that what happened within 24 hours, right? You can just go through them every single day. And remaining 8 to 9 podcasts, this is what we will be discussing, that how to generate or how to understand all the critical factors such as PE ratio, PB ratio. What are the factors we will be understanding in upcoming classes? We will be observing that the meaning of this market cap, enterprise value, what are the differences, number of shares, PE, PB, face value, debt, what is the meaning of cash, ROE, financials, why is the financials 4-star. We're not going to discuss that. That's the screener that's giving the part. What we're going to discuss is whether the company is undervalued or overvalued, right? So if you want to join, next classes what we'll be discussing is how to choose a banking industry stock, how to choose FMCG industry stock, how to choose a pharma industry stock, and whatever industries are there, we will learn how to choose them, and then we can understand the position or the process of value investing. Am I correct with it? So please notice whatever I'm showing out here, and do follow and subscribe the channel. And if you haven't shared with your friends, please do, and let them know the free valuation of value investing as well. Okay, thank you for today.